we are that. As a Black women, we have this strength.
Yeah.
You know, we have our ancestors like giving us this strength.
Yeah.
And I want to know about you, like as a Black woman, what inspires you? Not Luedji.
Yeah. Okay, so I think, to be really honest with you, I think for a really long time, a lot of my work was really rooted, as I was telling you, like in my community. So I really wanted to see the world be different. I wanted the world to be different for us. And so I really vowed to make that like my mission through my music. And um, but more recently, and that still remains like at the core of everything I do, but more recently I've actually learned the value of like myself and like being able to share my story a bit more, like in terms of allowing people to see, because for me, like it's all about liberation, you know, it's about self-liberation. And that means that like there's a lot of things that we want to be able to control, and there are things that we can actually control, and those things are usually things about ourselves, you know, like how can we grow, how can we allow ourselves to live the life that we deserve to live. Because a lot of the I think a lot of the things that hold us back are things that we have kind of inherited, and they're things that we have like been forced to believe by the society in which we're in. So how do we liberate ourselves from these sorts of like beliefs so that we can give ourselves what we deserve, such as things such as rest, you know, things like so anyway, like just I've been thinking a lot about that, and like how do I put that through my music, and how do I like share my story in a way that allows people to see that and to take away something from that experience, if that makes sense. But for me, it's always been, yeah, for me, it's like sounds and music. A lot of it comes through conversation. A lot of it comes through connection with individuals, you know, like meeting people, having conversations, and connecting down to what's actually important. Like what's really, sorry, there's an ambulance going on here. I'll wait for this to pass. Um, but for me, it's like about connecting to what's like really deep and what's really profound, what's healing for us, you know, and then allowing ourselves to go through that journey. So I would say like those are my inspirations. But what about you?
Healing,
Yeah.
healing. I do music for me first. Like I was a young girl, like a teenager and a kid, in a in a white school, not college, but school. You know, even if I born in Salvador, that's a black city. I study in a private school, so I was there were few black kids on there, and I was very shy, but actually was not about shy, but I had no place to express myself, in that place. Too much racism that makes me like get more and more into myself, and I find the writing, it was the place to express myself, to exist, actually, and years later this writing becomes songs. And when I was 25, I decided to be a singer and sing those writings, sing those thoughts. And it's a process of healing of myself first, but I feel that is healing um, others, black women and boys and whatever, the people, because it's about healing. I needed to write to exist,
That's really powerful.
and yeah, man, it's like is to be a songwriter is something that I really like defend. First I'm a songwriter and then I'm a singer. First because in Brazil, maybe in the whole world, but I will talk about Brazil because I'm Brazilian. We have a lot of singers like divas, but singing what a man wrote, you know, like a man idea, or or the idea of what a woman must sing or must be. And now I'm singing by myself, for myself, and for another women. So that's why right is so important for me, because we change the place of the women in the music, you know.
Toda cor, e aonde quer que eu vá, eu sou, apenas sou. E aonde quer que eu vá, eu sou. E aonde quer que eu vá, eu sou, apenas sou. E aonde quer que eu vá, eu sou. Apenas sou.